Hey, you guys. Now that we're officially in October and we're getting closer to Halloween, the haunted houses attractions have opened up where people will dress up, put on their costumes, put on the makeup, and, give you a good fright. Mind you, if you have like in your neck of the woods, if you have a true haunted house and they do tours or something, you can definitely check those out. I'm talking more so in regards, though, to the attraction since we have not, like, I feel if there was a situation of like a haunted, like a true haunted house, that's probably going to be very different depending on where you go. Nonetheless, I do want to give the disclaimer before I talk about a haunted house. One, it's been a while since I've been to one. It's been like 5 or 6 years. But two, I know how I felt 5 or 6 years ago in regards to haunted houses. And my engagement is still the same. Cause I don't here's the thing. I'm just gonna be blunt. I don't really get spooked. Like I don't get freaked out by a lot of things. I don't know if that's because of I anticipate a like I anticipate somebody coming out, like I already feel it. Um, or it maybe depending on the props or like the theme or whatever, like certain things just don't freak me out. So, I saw multiple people dressing up as clowns. Clowns don't really freak me out. Snakes don't really freak me out. There was one that had like a big spider like as a prop. Spiders don't really freak me out. Like, and I just named those three because I know those are like three common things that I hear a lot of people are afraid of. Um, but they just don't freak me out. But I still want to show like, hey, I'm having a good time. Because I feel like then why else are you here? Like why? Of course you could still go. Like, do not get me wrong. But for me, I'm like, then why am I here? And I want the actors to feel like not good, but if I'm not freaked out, like how I feel like not like that's what their job is, but if I'm not like freaked out, I would rather show like enjoyment or like engage in some way that still shows I'm having a good time. Um, and maybe that's just me and I think too much about it. I don't know. Um, but the other thing I will say is, so with the two haunted houses we went to, one had more of a theme where it was called Slaughterhouse, and essentially they call you like little piggies all the time, because it's essentially based on like or around like cannibalism, where you as a person, you're trying to escape the slaughterhouse, and like people trying to like butcher you up or like turn you into a pig or something. Either way, no good news. you know so that one had more of a theme, while the other one we went to was more just dark, and it was a maze. And the one new element that I'd never really experienced before was crawling. I don't know if anyone's ever like done that in a haunted house, like crawled on their hands and knees. Um, but that was new, and that was an experience, because there too it was also dark. So did not know half the time where we were going, but overall it was good. Like both were very fun, and I feel like, at least again in my mind, a haunted house used to be like 5, maybe 10 minutes if you took your time. These took us like a significant amount of time. These took us like, what, 15, 20 minutes? Um, and I think that's good. Like you're getting kind of your money's worth. Like you're paying to see like, ooh, like, and like kind of get your frights and everything, um, and get a good experience. I was not expecting that. It, like I said, it's been a while since I've been to one. So I was like, I'm glad that they're making them longer. I was like, I don't know why I was amazed by that, but I just was. I personally enjoyed it. I love a good haunted house. Um, but the one thing, too, I will also say is the one house that we went to, so it wasn't Slaughterhouse, it was the other one. They had like a witch. So if you have like a witch, a mermaid, siren, or like something based on something else, whether it's like a real life thing or a like movie, because at Universal they had Universal Horror Nights, Halloween Horror Nights. They had a Halloween house last year. If you have like something like that, I'm definitely going to be like 10 times more engaged. Not like I'm not already, but I I've watched other YouTubers who did the Halloween house, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my god, like, duh, it's based on the movie, but those are just things like I enjoy and that I like. But I still have a good time nonetheless. They did have a witch though, and again, I engage in my way, and so she was like, "Oh, I need blood," and like she was more creepy than how I'm saying it, but I was like, "Yeah, sure. Like, take as much as you need. I'll help you with your spell. I'll help you with your curse. Like, what do you want? How much do you need?" And then she asked my significant other. She goes, "How about you?" And he's like, "I don't have any." Like don't have any. Like I'm dry. Like none. Um, they also did have a room with a clown, and there was like hip hop music playing. Again, I was all for it. I could have danced in there probably all night. You would have other parties like come in and being like, what the heck? What, are you guys stuck? No, just didn't want to leave. I think the one thing though, and this was at the other house, the one thing that I hope to treasure with me forever is one of the actors, I forget how it started. He said something to me, I responded, and then he goes, and how I responded, I was like thrilled, had a smile on my face, and he's like, I've never seen someone so happy to be here. And I'm like, well, I kind of signed up for this. So, like, like I kind of put myself in this situation. It's not like, I really asked to be like, I'm like, well, I'm just having a good time. Like, I'm getting to know everybody. I'm getting to know you. Like, I'm just having a good time. And he's like, okay, let's see if you continue having a good time. And I'm like, okay. And I just walk on through. To me, I just find it enjoyable. I don't know, probably other people are like, why are you here? What are you doing here? I just want to have a good time. That's all. Like I love Halloween. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been to a haunted house. We hopefully plan to do more like next weekend. And I wanted to film these two, but there was like you can't do that. No phones, like no flashlights, none of that, because otherwise that like cuts from the experience. And two, don't want to really I think spoil it for other people. So like that really depends. But I highly suggest if you have the time or the means to go to a haunted house, enjoy a haunted house, definitely go to one. I think, and especially too if you love Halloween, definitely try it. Definitely try to go. Definitely, have a good time. Engage in your way. If you're like me and you think, oh, maybe it'd be weird if I went, go with other people. Like, go with other people that maybe are not super, like, I wouldn't say big fans of a haunted house, but, and just like, I don't know, just vibe, just have a good time. That's what I do. I just kind of do me, and I hope for the best every single time. So, you know, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.